Today I'm working on a 2005 Dodge Caravan, the 3.8. He's got two codes. He's got an EGR code too, a p0404. The EGR valve too, that's working just fine. But I can't really test it. That's right here. And yeah, that's got a lift motor in it. And it's got some sensors in it that can measure the lift in the pinto valve for the EGR. So on these Chryslers, they just go bad. They have intermittent problems. It's super common. It's just best to just do the dang thing. Yeah, these EGR valves are extremely easy to do. First thing you got to do, all these Dodges, they got these child-proof connectors on here. I hate them. I don't know why they put these on here. There's a little tab in here. You push it over and pop this thing out. And you can get the plug off. If I had a choice, I'd break every one in the car. Get them out. Take off these two 8mm on the top. Get this gasket out of the way. That one right there. I don't think there's any pieces in there. You can move this just a little bit. It's bolted on the top up here. You can turn it a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. There's a bolt down right, it's right on the alternator. It's kind of difficult. Yeah, you can get in there with a deep well. Thought I might need a swivel socket for that, but I can get in there. See if you can see this bolt in here. There's the bolt right there. It's right up against the alternator. But I think I got it. It's actually just barely touching that bolt on the alternator, if you can see that. Take off this other one and see. Nope, I did not get it. You little pain in the butt. Okay, I'm going to try a trick. Take this top alternator bolt off. See if I can do this without taking the alternator out. I think there's 3 bolts on this alternator. There's one down here too. Yeah. Loosen that one up a little bit. Give this a little pry again. Oops. Yeah. I'll loosen that up a little bit more. Can I get it? think I can get it. I got you. Ha ha. I didn't have to take out that alternator. I just loosened them 2 bolts just enough to barely get this thing out of here. It's hitting the shoulder right here. I could probably get away with putting a shorter bolt in it. That's a lot of thread. Scrape this gasket surface. Make sure that's nice and clean. You can use a razor blade if you want. I got a couple of these super scrapers. It's got a carbide tip on it. Good luck finding one. Okay, I got this new EGR valve. It came with the bolts. Wait. The bolts. And then I looked through my bolt box and I found a shorter one. I'm going to use that for the bottom. Should have plenty enough thread. This thing's got a little ridge on it. If I was me, I'd put it on the block side. It goes like this. So this one goes on the bottom. See, it's got little 4-way looking spiky things in there. They put them on so you can screw this on here like so. And the gasket stays in place. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got that much thread. That should be plenty. I'm just going to try to slap this thing in here. I'll start the top one first. This bottom one I got to do by hand. See how long this is going to take me. That long. And then I drop my socket. I am such a cheater. That's what happens when you've been doing this stuff for too long. If it works and you can cut a corner and make it faster and easier, by all means do it. That bolt is way plenty long enough. I'm sure the removal installation procedures probably tells you to take out the alternator. You don't have to listen to that gibberish though. There it is. There it is.